Hello, welcome to What Remains. My name's Pete, and on this episode we're going to be looking at some of the ghost signs around Leeds. And that building there contains this one here, which we will finish up at today. This is a significant building and a significant ghost sign that exists and had an impact throughout the world. But let's continue through our journey and see some others before we finish here.
A ghost sign is an old, faded advert painted on buildings, often from years gone by, that's still visible today. They give us a glimpse into the past and the way things used to be advertised. Ghost signs were typically painted with oil-based paints, which were durable and weather-resistant. This helped them last for decades, even though they might be faded now. It's tough to determine the exact number of ghost signs in the UK, but Historic England recently gathered over 2,500 submissions of these historic adverts. It's difficult to pinpoint an exact number, but Leeds Civic Trust is actively collecting images of ghost signs in the area to document them before they're lost. Painted signs fell out of favour as modern materials and advertising methods evolved. With the advent of billboards, printed posters and digital advertising, these options were more cost-effective, easier to produce, and allowed for frequent updates. Additionally, urban development and changes in building use contributed to their decline. Imagine a small child, eyes wide with wonder, pushing open the creaky door of an old sweet shop. The bell jingles softly as they step inside, greeted by rows of jars filled with brightly coloured sweets. The air is rich with the scent of sugar and nostalgia. It's a moment of pure magic, one that lingers even as the shop fades into memory. And here we have a ghost sign for a long-lost sweet shop, a faded reminder of those magical moments when children would step inside, eyes wide with wonder, ready to pick out their favourite treats. Mark Cole. A collier agent and coal merchant was someone who made sure the coal got where it was needed. You'd find him doing business in places where coal was needed, especially back when industry was booming. Players' cigarettes, with their iconic sailor emblem, were a popular brand known for their smooth taste. On a ghost sign, you'd likely see the emblem, a jolly sailor in a traditional cap, often with a pipe. The sign would have faded, but you could still make out the bold vintage lettering, spelling players, along with the sailor's cheerful face, evoking a sense of nostalgia for a bygone era. And here we have a ghost sign for Frigidaire. Frigidaire. You know, it's a proper old company that makes all sorts of home appliances, fridges, freezers and the like. It started up back in 1918, and for a while it was part of General Motors, then later got bought by Electrolux. They're known for making reliable, no-nonsense stuff that keeps your food cold and your kitchen running smooth. They're pretty popular for their energy-efficient designs. Here we have some more ghost signs for an industrial and domestic shop that's long since gone, in Dawlish Avenue in Leeds, and almost next door is a post office that's long since gone, but the sign remains. And here we have a railway bridge featuring the ghost sign of Dunlop and Rankin, which were large steel producers in the city of Leeds. Steel production in the 1980s declined for several reasons. One major factor was the rise of global competition, especially from countries like Japan and Germany, which had more modern and efficient steelmaking processes. The United States and other established steel producers struggled to keep up with the newer, more advanced technology. Additionally, economic recessions in many countries reduced demand for steel, especially in industries like construction and manufacturing. On top of that, many steel plants were outdated, requiring expensive upgrades that were not always financially viable. The shift toward automation also meant fewer workers were needed in the industry, contributing to the decline of steel jobs and, in some cases, the closure of plants. This would have contributed to the disappearance of Dunlop and Rankin. The Honsler Engine Company, founded in 1864 in Leeds, was a renowned builder of steam and diesel locomotives. They played a significant role in railway history, producing engines that were used all over the world. Some of their old signs can still be spotted on buildings in Leeds, especially around old rail tracks.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode looking at some of the ghost signs around Leeds, along with the ghost tracks that I've just shown you. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.